Hi all, welcome back to the Spruce Gate Modeling. Today will be a simple scene with two German snipers in 135th. We're starting off with a bit of a box filled with a enormous lump of wall filler or spackle. Um, I'm just going to get on shaping that. As I'm pretty sure you can see, it doesn't go very well with the tool, so you kind of have to use your fingers unless you've got a bigger tool. Um, my spackle's pretty lumpy, so I have to add some water to really smooth it over there. Um, this gives really nice, even contours if you do it correctly. Um, and yeah, go into this knowing what you want it to look like, what areas you want raised, what areas you want, you know, recessed. Um, all right, so next I'm covering the entire thing in some PVA glue. This is clear PVA glue. I'm applying with a brush so that I can add some dirt. Now I'm going to start adding the dirt, medium grit. I'm adding it on a path that I want the snipers to be on very, very heavily with just sprinkles of it elsewhere. Here you can see the final thing. Um, Again, make sure the path is a lot heavier than everywhere else and that it's pretty even. Alright, I'm going to start painting after I sink some poles into the ground for a fence. I think this is camo medium brown here that I am base coating the entire base with. This is from Vallejo Model Air. I'm using an airbrush. I don't know, I like the way it makes the dirt look if you do it correctly. Um, and sometimes I do it right, sometimes I don't. So here you can see the full base coat, nice and even. Um, and yeah, those poles I've sunk into the ground are for a fence. I stuck them right into the spackle. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some shadows on it with dark brown, with a dark brown. Only hit the recessed areas here, the areas that you want to appear darker later after you add some more layers onto it. Um, yeah, this is just to add more contrast in general. I'm also hitting the corners just to draw the eye away from them. Um, don't make them distractingly dark, but it isn't a bad idea to make them darker than the rest. Um, yeah, I'm now adding some oversprays with this. Right now, I'm adding a lighter, like sand colored overspray. I mixed it with some brown to make it darker. It's getting the first of a couple layers of highlight. Now I'm going to dry brush the same color on to make sure that all the high areas are hit, and I'm also going to airbrush on some some even lighter pure sand or ivory colored stuff. Alright, now it is time for the grass. I'm going to just add some dollops of PVA glue, straight from the bottle right onto the ground. Um, I'm then going to take just a ratty old brush, spread them around, make the, whatever I want the grass patches to be shaped like. Um, I recommend covering, maybe 2/3 in grass. And then, yeah, I just take my static grass mixture. Mine's a pretty medium green, and it's kind of an all-purpose thing. I need to get some new stuff um, to mix with it for, different seasons. And yeah, I just apply it by hand. There, you can see it all done. Now I'm going to work on the fence, base coat with a nice dark brown. Um, you know, Base coat all of these pieces in the dark brown. Yeah, I think I used chocolate brown. Then I'm going to take a ochre, yellow ochre colored oil paint, and I'm going to cover the entire thing in it. And then I'm going to take a brush heavily dipped in filler, and I'm basically just going to wipe off the vast majority of the paint to leave kind of like a streaky, grainy effect behind. As you can see here, I'm still pretty new at this, so I'm not great at it. I also am going to take in old plastic 88 ammo um, wicker basket that I have from an old Tamiya set, and I'm just going to paint that up real fast before positioning the fences on to the diorama. I make sure that you measure these super well. I didn't, and it was a little bit of a pain. I had to kind of wrestle with the poles a bit to make them fit. And I'm using the figure the entire time for reference to make sure I get it at the correct height. I want the sniper's barrel resting on the fence. I want to add a little more grass. I didn't think I went nearly as heavy as I should have on the last one. You know, same procedure. I literally just forgot the other side of the road. Again, about 2/3 is just about perfect here. And then I'm just going to glue down the 88 ammo bin. This is closed. You know, hit it with a black wash and a little bit of detail painting on the cap. And then I was done. And here you can see the finished thing. Not great, but, you know, passable. Um, I used my 2 German sniper figures from Dragon for it. See those in another video. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.